What a way to start the season. I mean, there was so much drama last weekend. Talk about officiating, talk about coaches resigning, talk about some calling for old players to leave their teams. You know, there was so much drama just after one round. Bryan, is this what's going to be happening this season? I mean, we saw so much drama. Pirates losing to Morocco Solos in the original Soweto derby. Joseph Zimbabwe resigned straight after the game. And we saw talks, I mean, Kaizer Chiefs, Ukune, some are calling him out, some are saying Abumatoho, enough is enough, we need Abunjabulo Ngobo in. There's so much drama that had happened on the first weekend. Celtics also being sold. You know, is this the drama, the kind of drama that we should expect in the PSL this season?
I think we're going to be in for a lot of excitement. Definitely. But on the negative side, I was really disappointed with the officiating last weekend, because I thought for especially the penalties, like the refs, the linesmen, I mean, they were standing right there and they must clear calls, obvious ones. So I hope like they can pick their game up, because our teams and our clubs are showing us that they are really excited for the season. They've got new players. Give us
quality football.
Yeah, so we hope the referees don't let us down.
Yeah, no, you are absolutely correct, Bryan. I mean, we saw the penalty there. If you're starting on Saturday in the Pirates game, you know, that freeze penalty, that wasn't a penalty. I think Freeze got the ball there, and we saw the goal Mukele Tsumakaula scored. I mean, it should have been 3-1. There was an offside. Again, the penalty, Cole Alexander, you know, there was a handball inside the box, should have been a penalty. And yeah, you know, there were some dubious calls as well in the shootout. So yeah, we're asking the referees this season to please try and work with the players. Perhaps they need a bit of help. Maybe VAR, what do you think?
I'm not really sure about VAR, but I don't know if you can have the tools, we can utilize it and we can try and see what we can do. But now I think our officials the level is not there. We need more quality from them. Maybe send them for more courses or whatever we could do to improve them.
Before we bring on technology that's going to confuse them even more, perhaps that could work. I mean, you are absolutely spot on there, Bryan Naicker. So yeah, let's get into the first round. I mean, we have first and second from last season. Mamelodi Sundowns hosting Benny McCarthy's AmaZulu this season. I mean, they looked sharp. We saw them against Cape Town City. Unfortunate to concede in the 90th minute. We saw Mamelodi Sundowns losing that two-goal deficit to Kaizer Chiefs and finally winning the game on penalties. I'm saying losing the two-goal deficit, but yeah, I mean, to give away a two-goal cushion, Mamelodi Sundowns, and we saw AmaZulu at the same time conceding 2 goals. Bryan, is this the kind of game where we should expect a high-scoring match?
I think so. There's a lot of quality players. There's a lot of attacking players that I really like from both sides. As we were saying last week, I don't think Safranco should have been coming off the bench. We should have
started.
Yeah, he should have started, and then the more trusted players could have came on. So when Chiefs equalized and made it 2-2, I thought that
it's game over for Sundowns. I mean, when Chiefs equalized, also I thought, okay, it's their day. You know, usually when you see such things where a team comes from a 2-goal down and they bring themselves into a game, they usually go on and win the games. But I mean, credit to Mamelodi Sundowns, they'll still hold on. They are now in the semi-finals. Talking about this game, who's taking it, AmaZulu or Mamelodi Sundowns? I'm going to put you on the spot on this one.
If I'm always having a bet, if I'm having a bet, I'll go for goals. I'll say both teams to score.
Yeah, both teams to score seems like to be a good run in this one. I'm with you on this one. I'll say both teams to score and Mamelodi Sundowns to win for a bit of value.
Yeah, for sure. I think Sundowns got a lot to prove, especially last week. They wouldn't have been happy. Those coaches have high standards that they keep themselves up to. So I think Sundowns win for me. Yeah,
it's now official that Morocco Solos will be playing Royal AM. I think for me, it's a banker of the weekend, Bryan. I mean, you look at Solos, how they played against Orlando Pirates this weekend, and they playing against a team that just bought a status. I mean, Celtic players were told on Monday that they have to leave to Durban. Apparently, they went to Durban, played a friendly match, which is some sort of trials, you know, so that the Royal AM officials can now select the players that will be part of the season. So I think maybe this game came too soon. I mean, there's still a bit of disorganized there. So what do you say, banker, Morocco Solos on this one?
I wouldn't say banker, but if I'd have a bet, I'd say definitely Swallows, because my mate Josh was also telling me about those trials that Royal AM was having. They totally unprepared and totally unprofessional to buy a status few days just before the league is started. So I don't think...
Should be a banker then.
Yeah, they look really good, and as we were saying, I thought, as a Pirates fan, I thought the referees were on Pirates' side, and Swallows should have won 3-1. So if you're going to have a bet, I say Swallows.
Yeah, for me, I think it's a bank of the weekend. I mean, that's one we should include in all multiples. I think Swallows for me this weekend against me, Royal AM. Maybe Royal AM are going to surprise us this season, but in terms of this game, they're still not organized. It came too soon. So for me, I think Swallows, banker in everything, they should win convincingly. Yeah, let's talk about Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, we saw some good signs there. Keegan Dolly coming in the second half, assisting. We saw Abonange and Cole Alexander in midfield. Started very slow, but matured into the game. They play TS Galaxy, a team that has given them problems in the past. But yeah, this is the team they played in the last game of last season, and they beat them 1-0. So can Chiefs make it back-to-back wins against TX Galaxy?
I really like Billiat. If I had to say that first, I really like he was, and I really like to see him back at his best. And a lot of fans they were bantering that Stuart Baxter said that Billiat was good form in training. So I really like him. Billiat is a top player. If you can get him back at his best, I think Chiefs are going to go.
You've got a chance. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you've got Billiat buzzing again, then I mean, it makes Job Samir Nukovic very easy. Who I think, yes, maybe in the games against Sundowns where Chiefs are asked to defend, where they won't have the ball so much, he'll miss out in action. But if we're playing against TX Galaxy and they're playing teams like that where they'll be dominant and his job will be to finish, I think he'll be coming to good use. So for me, my treble for the weekend, I'll say Mamelodi Sundowns win and both teams to score, banker Swallows and banker Chiefs. And yours?
I think that's a good one. Yeah. I think I'm going to go both to score in AmaZulu. And I'm going to go Swallows win. And then in the last game, I'm going to go under 2.5 goals. I think, if Chiefs are going to win, they're going to make it 1-0 or 2-0.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good one. So there you had it from me and to Bryan Naicker. So stay tuned next week, same time, same place. Sharp, sharp.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.